Putting some finishing touches on the next comment of the week. And I gotta tell you, it's going to be a wild one. It's going to be a crazy one. Crazy because it potentially, now I haven't made all the choices yet, potentially there could be a medalist that was also in a rad response. Yeah, imagine that. I mean, that kind of shit, like unheard of. I mean, what a bounce back, right? But like I said, I'm not sure if that's going to be a medalist or even an honorable mention, but it's just a possibility. Like I said, this one's going to take a while to put together. It's going to be wild. Going to be wild, I guarantee you. But until then, there was one person that did not make the medal ceremony, definitely. I mean, it was a crowded week. It was a busy week, you know. Maybe on a slow week, this one might have squeezed in there. But it's actually from Tommy Tallirico. So I want to share this comment with everybody, and then going to share some thoughts of my own with this comment. Maybe I'll bring up a couple other things here, you know, that way I don't have to do like maybe another kind of upload on the Amico and stuff like that. I haven't done one in several months, so figure it'd be a good time. Tommy says he has points here. First he said, perfect example of a bunch of lies by the same 4 or 5 hateful kids with confirmed multiple fake accounts. Who knows, maybe KS/Tony is the same account as a hater, as well as they just like having conversations with themselves. Yeah, Tommy, I mean, I have some experience with multiple accounts here, so that might be one thing me and Tommy have in common, multiple accounts on both of our channels. I've had experience there. One Nitro Derby is an exclusive game being developed exclusively for Amico. At one point, there was a VR demo that was never released by the developer. I saw the small demo and then paid for the development of the game. Never once did I ever say that Nitro Derby was a game that we were developing in-house. As for proof, and watch their heads explode, smiley face. There's a lot of smiley faces from him. He's a smiley guy. 2, our version of Evel Knievel and emoji charades is absolutely 100% exclusive to Amico. They just can't handle the reality and get so upset and angered. I'm assuming because deep down, they probably know it's a good idea. Smiley face. A mobile version of Evel Knievel came out years ago. I like the mobile version and contacted the developer who are friends of mine. Name dropping those developers, I see, Tommy. We are adding multiplayer. Original was 1 player. New levels, new vehicles, new physics, new graphics. Everything's new. New animations and new audio. No other system will have this new and exclusive version except Amico. Again, simple stuff that you will hear them whining about over and over about. 3, first of all. See, this is why you didn't make the medal ceremony, Tommy. Okay, thirdly, that's how you say it. We have offices all over the world. Irvine, San Francisco, Salt Lake City, Dubai, and Germany. We have a team of marketing, PR, social media, community, customer service, etc. So the fact that anyone would think that I'm watching and approving all comments on our social media is pretty funny. Well, maybe pathetic depending on how you look at it. Smiley face. Yeah, I openly 100% admit that when people leave foul language or bullying or purposely nasty comments, we block those folks from our channel. These folks think that because they can't lie about us on their own pages, something that they are prohibiting free speech. It's like a store owner gets in a store front sprayed and tagged with insults, and the owner has no right but to wash it off. Again, you need to question the age of the folks at some point. 4, this is the dumbest and misinformed thing to say. The retail price of the machine has changed since the beginning as we continued to upgrade and use better quality things. We upgraded from 16 gigabytes to 32 gigabytes. Ooh. As an example, we went from a much higher price capacitive touchscreen, etc. We have over 700 parts that make up Amico. And yes, some of the components went up due to COVID causing scarcity, etc. No lies, only truth. Something these folks have zero knowledge of. 5. A super Amico and a television fan makes this guy look silly on a daily basis, which is why he hates him so much. You know, it's kind of funny, the idea of a super Amico fan. He dismantles all this crap like I have done. It drives him nuts, which in turn fuels his continuing focus of hatred on us. The same person has also been a huge supporter since the beginning and is very frequent poster on Atari Age. He has already pre-ordered 3 Amicos, giving one to a friend, keeping one in the box, and using the other, and missed out on our limited 2600 unit Founders Edition version. See what I did there? Smiley face. Those initial consoles sold out in under 5 hours. I personally bought 5 of them for various friends. You fucking hoarder! Tommy, you hoarder! Oh, sorry. We're trying to keep this clean. I'm not going to curse, you know. He was bummed out he didn't have the money at the time, so I swapped him the VIP edition that he already put a down payment on, one of my personal Founders Editions. This had nothing to do with him going after haters and everything to do with the fact that he's been a big supporter and uber fan of since the very beginning. So there you have it, destroying all his facts. Interesting that he's a little on the defensive and warning you that I'm trying to buddy-buddy with you. He actually thinks that I will ask you to ban him from your channel, and again, these guys say I'm the one with the ego. Smiley face. Another smiley face. I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's big on the smiley faces. Also, on his videos, you know, he's always the first comment, and he always makes a mention that he's the first comment. It seems kind of like a control freak to me. I don't know. Maybe he might be trying to control the narrative on some of these things, but maybe he's honest on some of these things. I'm not sure. Okay, either way, the idea that someone can make me their buddy-buddy, I'm fair and objective. You know, I mean, there's people that come here and, you know, they leave a comment, then they say, hey, Rick, you know, why are you saying I'm out of line in this comment here? I was like, because you were out of line. I don't care if you've been coming here for several years. I'm fair and objective, you know, so that's the thing. You know, I'm not a shill. I can't be bought. You know, I don't care, you know, if I get a nice red Ferrari ride. I'm not saying that that's all it would take. Maybe that's all it would take. I'm not sure. So, 1 Nitro Derby. Gonna whiff on that one. I don't give a shit about Nitro Derby. I really don't. Personally, I'm just saying, you know, I don't know what's going on there. If it was an in-house development, if he lied about it, I don't know. I don't care. Number 2, though, Evel Knievel. Woo-wee, that Evel Knievel. Yeah, it's Evel Knievel. It sure looks like Evel Knievel. Looks like an old mobile game is what it looks like. Oh, no, but they got new stuff. They got new graphics, new animations, new audio. You go left to right, there's a bike, you know, and then you jump over TNT, something like that. I mean, it's a mobile game. It is. But it's on a new console. It's on a new system, right? But it's a mobile game. And emoji charades? Oh, lordy. You know, we got to get some emoji charades on this brand new console. Yeah, I do love my emojis. Who doesn't love emojis? I think the bigger shocker is, I'm like, are these going to be like big titles for the system? Are they? Because I mean, it's just an Evel Knievel and emoji, right? I mean, they might be okay, but how much are they going to be? Like a nickel? First of all, and this is number 3, offices all over the world. 100% admit that when people leave foul language or bullying or purposely nasty comments, we block those folks from the channel. Well, I do feel you there. I mean, here, of course, people are allowed to leave all kind of like, you know, dirty and like foul language and whatnot. But I understand, like, on your channel, how you wouldn't really want a lot of that. So if it's excessive, I know, you know, I'm just saying that if someone gets really vulgar, you know, I can possibly see it if they're really going out their way and it's not really a critical comment. But I don't know, like, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line, Tommy? Is what I'm saying, right? You know, is it like maybe 1 or 2 curse words? I would hate to think that you would actually be just deleting commenters that are leaving just 100% critical comments and just asking questions. But I don't know. Like, on that comment thread, I've seen some people actually leave some critical comments and everything like that. But I don't know. Like where do you draw the line? I mean, there's a discussion there. There is. And as far as like bullying, you know, there's so many times, Tommy, where people will call it bullying when it's just actually criticism. But sometimes it can actually get over to a certain level. But, I mean, who is to say exactly 100% where that level is? To one person, it might be over here. To one person, it might be over there. But I just don't want to see, like, you know, you blocking people just for leaving, perfectly reasonable critical comments and having questions about that system. 4, the absolute dumbest and misinformed thing to say, retail price of the machine has changed. Has it went down, Tommy? Is it $100 now? 200? It's not over 200, is it? I mean, really, how much is it? 16 gigabytes and 32 gigabytes. Whoa! Stop the phone. That's a lot more storage. But the games, there's not a whole lot to the games, right? So that's, you can fit probably, 1,700 Evil Knievel's on that 32 gigabyte, right? Can you tell? I haven't done a lot of my homework and research on this system, Admittedly, I have not. Sorry. Maybe I could learn a lot more about it. So, yeah, I'm just kind of putting that out there. 5, a super Amico and a television fan makes this guy look silly on a daily basis. That's why he hates on him so much. Talking about pre-ordering Amicos and how you had to grab 5, Tommy the Hoarder and everything. Hey. Leave some Amicos for the rest of us, is all I'm saying, right? What else? I don't know. I saw that October video. I just got around to watching that. And a lot of people in the comment section were wanting to see Earthworm Jim. I was wanting to see Earthworm Jim. You gotta have system sellers, is what I'm saying. And a lot of people were excited about Earthworm Jim, but that's probably a year away. What else? The Finnegan Fox? It looks okay. The 3 or 4 seconds of it, literally 3 or 4 seconds of Finnegan Fox. So, it leads me to believe that when this thing comes out, it's mostly going to be just reheated mobile games. And that's what it looks like. It looks like a lot of freaking reheated mobile games. It looks like you're just stretching that thing out like a thong. It was 10 minutes? And I'm like, okay, we're supposed to get excited for this? Really? The music was good. It was jamming the music and everything. Probably should have cut that down to maybe 4 or 5 minutes, is what I'm saying. It's like you're trying to sell people on this new system, and I don't know if it's a purchase really day one. I just don't see it. I just don't really see it. I know some people here that are probably going to think about getting it, but I would question, you're competing with other new consoles, right? You're not directly competing, but they exist. You have to be aware of that. This is such a niche console. It really is. So, yeah, I seem distracted because, there might be some trim coming up for me, which is always a great thing. Hey, I got a big smiley face, Tommy. I got a big smiley face, just to be honest, okay? Just to be honest. So, yeah, and again, I am sorry for not doing my 100% research on this system. Maybe I did 4 months ago, but maybe I forgot a lot of it. Maybe I just got a rager and I want to go have some fun, and maybe we'll swing back a little later and do comment of the week. Hope everyone enjoyed this. Take care.